Saya here. Welcome back to my channel. On this channel, I talk about faith, lifestyle. I also review books and magazine. Hope you are doing well. Thank you for my new subscribers. I do not take any one of you for granted. For my returning subscribers, I'm super grateful to you. So today, I'm just gonna talk about some things I found out about living in Switzerland. If you haven't checked my previous video, you might want to check in my playlist that we've moved out of the UK and now currently we live in Switzerland. And as you know, there's so many things that are different, so many the culture, the way of life, the things they do, it's just totally and utterly different. So today, I still do my German lessons, and just finished a few hours ago now, and I was just catching up with one of the moms, and we both talked about the shocking difference that we found in Switzerland as migrants, I would say. So she's from Spain, and I migrated from the UK into Switzerland. So we're talking about the fact that some of the things that we don't know, I mean, nobody told us, and that's why I'm doing this video, just to put it out there, that before you sign any documents or before you say yes to anything in Switzerland, make sure you do your research. Make sure you just do your research, guys, else you are going to be paying a lot of money. I mean, she said that she registered her children for swimming lessons, and I think towards the end she thought she was going to change it. Maybe she didn't find, because obviously she was new, so she didn't know how far the swimming lessons is to where she lives. So I think by the time she started researching, she found out that it was about 35 minutes drive to where she was. So she decided to cancel because obviously she felt it was too far for the young children. But they said no, she said yes, and she can't just cancel. She has to pay for the whole year. And to me, that was very shocking. I mean, from where we came from in the UK, if for any reason, you know, something happened, you know, you just have to cancel for any reason. I mean, they could say, okay, worst case scenario, you could pay something, maybe your form for filling the form, or maybe just a little bit. But asking somebody to pay for a whole year, I found that really heartbreaking for a parent. Another thing she mentioned, which I want to say to you, is if you put your child in the school, you know, so like in the kindergarten, they finish at 12. Okay, so if you want your child to be there for maybe till 6 or till whatever time you want to pick up, you have to pay, depending on the Gemeinde. So the Gemeinde is kind of the local government. So you pay some amount of money, and all they do is play, nothing else. Just play for that chunk of 4 hours and nothing else. That's another thing that I found a bit shocking, because I mean, it's just different anyway. Just do your research, you know. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's just for you to know some of these things. And if you want to pick up a bit earlier, that's something else she said. I know it might be different from different places, if that makes sense. You're not allowed to pick, maybe, say for instance, you're at home and you just feel, okay, I'm at home today. It doesn't really matter, let me go and pick my child. You're not allowed to pick that child until maybe past 5 or so, she said, you know. I mean, like I said, the Gemeinde might be different to each other. Okay, I know in the UK you pay for, like where we lived in the UK, you pay for the space. So even if you don't come, you know, you're still going to pay. But if I want to take my child, I have paid for the time and the space. If I want to take my child maybe early, maybe I finish work on time, and I thought, right, let me just have some time with this particular child, you're not going to be allowed to pick up. But in the UK, you can. And she also mentioned even in Spain, you can, you're paying for it. You can, it's at the end of the day, it's your child. It's shocking. Very, very shocking. Another thing is when we came newly, my toddler, we registered him in a nursery, and somehow the days we wanted, we didn't get it, and we somehow God provided another place that we put him in. And then so we called these other Swiss kindergarten, like Swiss, they call them creeper, like nursery, or for like a baby care center, for my UK viewers or around the world viewers, you know. And we called them, my husband called them and said, oh, sorry, because we couldn't get the days we wanted, and also because we wanted a bilingual setting. One, because we thought, because my son's speech is just coming up with English, so we wanted his English to be solid in case we want to go back to the UK, or maybe go back to an English-speaking country. You know, we can always, he can have that English, you know, there in his brain. And also the setting they don't speak English there. So we thought it might be a bit frustrating if he needs something, nobody understands him, and they are speaking Swiss German to him, and he doesn't understand because we don't even speak Swiss German. Anyway, long story cut short, my husband called them that same week when we signed the documents, and they said, yeah, that's fine, don't worry, it's okay, we'll take his name off the register. So we thought, yeah, that's fine, no problems. Few days later, we got a letter, and in that letter it told us that we have to pay over 1,000 francs. I was like, what? I told my husband, call them, how can we pay, you know? And my husband called them, what's the meaning of this? This is new to us. They said, oh, because you've already said yes and you've already signed. And they said the signing means yes, you're going ahead, that even if you cancel, you still have to pay. So guys, we have to pay because our arguments did not hold any water, did not make sense to them. So luckily, they let us split the amount for a period of months, and we had to pay. So I spoke to somebody who is kind of a family friend, and she said, oh yeah, that's what they do, like the Swiss nurseries, or Swiss creeper, like they call them. If you say yes to them, or if you sign the document, you have to pay. So guys, read every single thing. Google Translator would be your best friend, honestly. Read everything before you sign. And the thing is, once you sign and they know your address, they'll send the invoice. They'll send the invoice to you, and you can't say no, I didn't get it or whatever, because if your name is not on the address when the postman is posting, they will not deliver your letter. That's another thing. Okay, so as long as they know your address, guy, they are going to pursue you until you pay the final francs, or the final wrapping. You know, that's the unit of currency that they use here. So guys, my advice to you, if you don't want to pay unnecessarily, or if you don't want to be shocked, do your research very well. Obviously, as a new person, I know you still make mistakes, so forgive yourself. Don't feel bad, you know, and don't feel, oh, why did I move here, whatever. Every country has its own peculiarities. Just talk to people a lot, watch videos like mine a lot, go for meetings a lot, as much as you can. The unfortunate thing is, if you don't understand German or the language they're speaking wherever you're moving to, try and go for lessons or watch YouTube. I'm so many YouTube channels about different languages. At least you'll be able to pick one or two things, okay? So, but yeah, it really, I was shocked. When I coming over, I was just thinking, oh. But I decided in my mind, instead of letting a lot of people, you know, be victims of things like this, I thought, right, let's do a video, let's get it out there so that we can, you know, be a blessing to other people who are trying to move or who have moved and just trying to, you know, get more information about the country they are in. Okay, Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. And thank you for sharing this video. Whatever you do, make sure you keep going, keep moving, and don't stop till I see you next time. Bye.